Another storm was brewing. Payday! The storm raged with immeasurable force. One of the heroes could no longer resist the cold. The boom screaming evil had used the explosive potion. The storm abated and moved on. The fetid evil had used the poison potion, releasing toxic and highly flammable fog into the dungeon. Doesn't that sound like fun?
Another entrance into the underground. Excellent! I bet it will take us all the way to the peak. All right, creatures, take that thing and wipe out all the guards.
The mountain climbing evil's creatures had now almost reached the top of the mountain through another exit from the dungeon. The Council of Little Snots was almost within reach.
You punks! It's about time I personally introduced you to my fists! This one is lefty, and this one is righty, and they both smell like doom.
Whoa. Ooh, that's for sure. They haven't seen a bathtub in a while, have they? Never mind the rest of what they're attached to.
I like your sense of humor, little black pointy ear. I'll try to kill you last! Die!
The gym rat evil had used Horde strength. This would allow its creatures to hit even harder.
Oi! This is all actually a bit inconvenient right now. We'll postpone our little brawl until later, you maggots!
Brynhild, Queen of the Dwarves, had made her escape. Apparently, the battle had not gone quite to her liking.
Coward! Come back here! Huh. Just runs away from a fair man-to-man fight. And by man-to-man, I mean dwarf against an army. Ugh. Finally, I've reached the thrice-damned mountaintop. But next time, I'll have my creatures build a cable car instead of climbing something like this again.
Of course, you could always try to quit smoking and drinking and do more for your fitness. Just a suggestion. Personally, it helped me a lot. And now that I'm training for marathons, I'm...
Yeah. Thanks so much for your little prep talk. Could you please write your well-intentioned advice on a piece of paper so I can make a paper aeroplane out of it?
Ungrateful wretch. Be that as it may, Tanya had actually made it to the top. There, however, all that awaited her was an inconspicuous stone gate.
That's less than impressive. Can't it glow or something? Is the battery dead? Maybe I should smack it with the flat of my hand.
Tanya was obviously intellectually out of her depth, trying to decipher this riddle. All she had to do was utter the secret formula. Flattery Dutch.
Flattery Dutch.
Flattery Dirk.
Flattery duck?
Oh, that didn't work.
That didn't. Very funny, hilarious. They should give you your own TV show for your jokes, you comedian.
Yes, thank you. I am waiting for offers. My agent will get in touch. In the meantime, you might want to just press that little button on the side so we can finally get back to business.
That stupid button. Stupid narrator. Stupid council of little snots.
Talia had finally reached the venerable Council of Little Snots, high upon Mount Snotmore. These wisest of the wise gathered together, and Talia asked them the most pressing question weighing on her mind. Would she herself one day sit on a throne as a ruler? Would she hold the strings of power in a 5th installment of the Dungeons series? Would the overpaid narrator finally shut his mouth? Wait a minute. Talia's stupid questions simply bounced off the wise little snots. The most important question in the room, and for this story, was that of a new vessel for the absolute evil. The wise little snots deliberated. When they finally stepped in front of Talia again, who still hung on to her naive dreams, mumbling, and unlike me has only been with us for 2 installments, the leader of the little snots held a bundle in its hands. Inside this bundle was a cute, cuddly, never-before-seen baby little snot. It's crazy the ideas they keep coming up with. The little snot named Gorgu had to absorb the essence of absolute evil in order to serve as an adequate substitute. But apparently the little diaper butt was not yet strong enough to absorb all of the required essence. Talia would first have to train and strengthen Gorgu before he could fully absorb the power of the absolute evil. The Big E.T. Talia had caught the young Gorgu's favor. With a little more power, he could quickly become the new absolute evil. But to do so, he would need to be strengthened.